What's going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Just give me 1 second, guys. Just getting the alerts sent out, and then we're going to get into the teaser video and try to deep dive into it a little bit and see maybe if we can figure some stuff out, potentially hinting towards, what is coming in 0.5, all that good stuff. What's up, Ben? Oblivious teaser, imagine. Alright. Please throw the alert out and we're good to go. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Let me get the thing pulled up. Pulled up. So we can go ahead and watch said thing. Now we can get into it. All right, so we're gonna go. So we're gonna start off by obviously watching the teaser video and go from there. So this is the teaser video for Path of Exile 2 0.5 League. That'll return to the Ancients. Is this quality? How quality is this on right now? There we go. Restart it for you guys. So obviously it's only a 30-second teaser. We don't have really a whole lot. There's no like voice lines or anything to really kind of go ahead and look through on the video, but I will say the visuals and stuff like that, cinematics are really good. Return of the Ancients could mean a few different things. I'm not really like clicked into the lore like that, so again, I don't really know a whole lot about the lore side of it and what it can mean. But what a lot of people were saying potentially is this whole new, what do you call it? Basically, wall and stuff coming up could mean a new Atlas sort of thing, maybe progression style, and have, maybe it sectioned off, or it potentially kind of being like, more structured in a sense of you kind of have to a like laid out path to go ahead and go through on the Atlas instead of just going wherever you want to unlock maybe certain, bosses, certain pinnacle bosses, or new progression system, maybe, to unlock going into different pinnacles and stuff like that, and maybe your Atlas points will be tied into that of killing certain Citadel bosses potentially. Who knows? But that's one theory I heard that potentially could be true. So I don't know if that would be true or not, but it is interesting. I also heard some people say that potentially this could be like a settlement type building mechanic. Maybe that's what they're heading towards, kind of like Settlers of Kalgurg and PoE 1, which I know a lot of people really didn't like, just because it's a lot of like AFK, right? You build up your settlement, then you go and send out like a shipment to get materials, etc., and then you're literally just sitting there waiting. So there's a lot of downtime to it. I honestly would probably want to have it in map league rather than a out of league like Fate of the Vow, because we already had one of those. So I'd like it to incorporate into the actual, mapping system. But there's a lot of stuff on like Reddit and some people theorizing that we're gonna take a look that are a lot smarter than me when it comes to like, you know, going into the lore and looking at stuff that happened in like Act 3 and Act 4, all that good stuff, and like you know, murals on the walls and what this depicted here and all that other junk. But I'm interested if you guys have any thoughts. I mean, I honestly do think it's probably like hitting more towards the end game. I don't think this would be the league mechanic, because I'm not really too sure what you could do with this league mechanic, right, with having this wall and stuff like that. Unless it is some sort of building thing. I mean, this also could be hitting it too at like maybe a new story act. Maybe this is hinting at, you know, Toda in some way, the new trial. One thing that is pretty interesting to note, if we go here, we gotta wait till it goes up a little bit. A lot of these statues that are coming up are holding swords, so a lot of people are thinking potentially that swords are coming as well, just because a lot of the statues have swords. Now, obviously, I don't know, that might be a little bit too much of a stretch looking into it, right? But I do think we're probably gonna get a new class this league, just for the amount of time that they've had to work on it, plus it not coming out to the end of May, right? Like, it's pretty much almost a 6-month gap between the last league and stuff like that. So I could very easily see a new class coming out, just because the amount of time, like we already know back in 0.4, they were working on the endgame rework and they just had to kind of stop work on it because they weren't able to get that and the new Druid class out. So they pivoted to Druid. So it's like, you know, a good percent of that for the endgame rework might already been done. So you add another 6 months onto it, right? It's like, surely they got the endgame stuff done and had, you know, maybe 2-3 months of actual development time on something else, right? So I think there's a good possibility we get a new class as well on top of the endgame rework. I think 2 new classes is a stretch. I don't think we're gonna get that. My predictions honestly is definitely probably a new class with the endgame rework, some cool, really interesting league mechanic, and potentially a new story act. I think that might be a really good, you know, prediction. Now, we did get confirmation from Kelly, which is the new lead communications manager, on the post, as well as like go ahead, and she did a tweet as well. And she said that this is shaping up to be one of the biggest ones they've ever released, so basically biggest leagues, and it just needs a little longer to cook, which is interesting to say. So one of the biggest expansions they've ever released is Crazy Work, right? Considering I'm pretty sure she's talking about in all of like PoE 2 and PoE 1. So that would mean, to me at least, right, that you're going to get a lot more than what people are expecting just because of that. I don't think an endgame rework, because we've seen that in PoE 1 with the Atlas changing, right? So if it was just that and like a new league mechanic, I don't think it would qualify as the biggest one they've ever released. So I definitely think we're getting new classes and stuff like that on top of everything else that we've kind of already been hinted at. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting to see there. There's some other stuff we can take a look at here. Some what people were saying here. Um, Let me go ahead and pull this up. So we can go ahead and look at this. We'll go ahead and take a look at this on Reddit as well. So he's saying the statues in the teaser trailer seem to match the ones in the excavation temple, which seems to be 8 statues, and then he shows the excavation temple and stuff like that. So, which is interesting. So basically, you know, this kind of lines up with, I think we're probably going to get the new trial as well of this league. You know, the new Ascendancy trial and stuff like that. Because we were supposed to get an Act 4, obviously, but we didn't. So I think it'll be added in, and it kind of makes sense into this. Now, is this hitting at, you know, the trial and that's it? I think this trailer and teaser is probably a lot more than just, hey, this is, you know, hitting at a new trial to run through to get your stuff, you know. So I think it's definitely more than that. And then there was also another post. Where is it at? There was this post that kind of basically goes back to this one too in Act 4, saying that in the trailer we see the precursor who is shown stabbing the beast with the third edict, which is the spear weapon found in Act 4 on the precursor murals. So that's interesting there. So again, kind of linking back to Act 4. So I mean, we could get a lot of stuff, right? We could get, on top of like the endgame rework, right? We could get a class. We could get the third trial to run for our ascendancies. We could potentially get a new class as well. Maybe even a new story act. I mean, I'm not really too sure because it depends on how they do it. I know a lot of people are thinking that since this is pushed back into the end of May, they, you know, the next one might be December. This might be another 6-month league, and they might go ahead and announce at ExileCon like, hey, this is going in a full 1.0 release. So that's why it's making me think potentially we might get a new story act. And then that way, you know, if this is another 6-month league into the December 1.0 release, then you would have, you know, the final story act coming out then and all that. So that's why I'm thinking maybe that might be the case. But again, we don't really know a whole lot. It's not like we have 100% confirmation on stuff, so. Yeah, the 29th sucks, I'm not going to lie, but I don't know. To me, at least, if the league equates to basically, since it's almost 6 months, right? If we have almost like 2 times the content we would have on a 4-month league or close to that, I'm kind of fine with it taking longer. If this is what they need to do to, you know, be able to, I don't know, get everything they want to do, maybe 1.0 release by the end of the year, if that's their plan, that's fine. But if it's like the same amount of content as a 4-month league, then obviously that's really bad. I get the feeling we're not getting nothing. I mean, we have to get a lot of stuff just because literally the lead communications manager, Kelly, said that this is shaping out to be one of the biggest ones they've ever released. So you can't say that this expansion is the biggest expansion that you've basically ever had in PoE history and not have a short ton of content. You know what I'm saying? They do need to cook hard. Yeah, I agree on covering. They need to cook really hard, but I think they have. Just from, like I said, one, them saying it's the biggest expansion in PoE history, basically. 2, the amount of time it's been taking for this to come out, right? So I would be very surprised if it isn't insane. Like a new class, obviously the whole game rework, a new crazy league mechanic, maybe a new story act, or you know, 2 new classes. Like I'm expecting a good amount of content. 2 back-to-back 6-month leagues would be kind of boring though. I mean, here's how I take it, right? I'm fine with it taking 6 months if that's what they need to do, as long as they have a plan, right? Like if they come out and say like, hey guys, you know, this is definitely going to be another longer season, we can't commit to a 4-month cycle for this one, since whatever the case may be, right? I mean, they need to do, you know, better communication, because I feel like they haven't really said anything, and I get it. They probably want to wait until ExileCon to like say, hey guys, we're having 1.0 release, you know, at the end of the year, and that's why our schedule's been kind of fucked. But like, I don't know. They just need to do better communication though, for sure. Because yeah, their communication's really bad right now. Okay, let's see. Is there anything else here that I have pulled up? What is this one saying? In the trailer, we see the main ancient and the 8 advisors on the council. Her head reminds me of the tip of the tower we found in the Infinite Atlas. What does this look like? Okay. Does that look like the same thing here, chat? Does that look like the same thing? Yeah, it looks a little bit like the same thing. We also see the running monolith, which is several times smaller than the main tower itself, where the statues of the Council of the Ancients are located on top. There's no labyrinth, which was built after around monolith. Perhaps the addition will find out who appears at the end of the fight with Arbiter of the Ash. Could be, yeah, it could be new pinnacle boss and stuff like that being added. Because this is the Arbiter of Ash, I would assume. And then this is the main tower. So like I said, it could be a whole new, like, restructure of the endgame Atlas progression systems. You know, we could go completely different this time around. Maybe it's not infinite anymore. Maybe it is, but it's more like sequence, you know, or something like that. More like structured, and you can't just go everywhere. You need to clear out, maybe. Could be a lot of different things they could do. Ian, with the follow, much appreciated. Thank you very much. I mean, there's a lot of like stuff going on, right? Who knows what's true, what's not. I think based off the trailer, what we've seen, and what all this means, basically, I think they're just hinting at basically the whole end game being like reworked in a sense, and the Atlas system is not going to be infinite. That's my guess. Or at the very least, you're not going to be, you know, you're going to have to go through a structured path in a sense, or more structured than what we've seen before. That's my guess. Imperial City is crazy. Let's see. Is there anything else here? We got rocks. Interesting. So yeah, this was Kelly. This is basically her thing. Like I said, I think them saying it's just, you know, the biggest one they've ever released. Definitely, we're definitely gonna have a lot of stuff. I'd be very surprised if we didn't. Okay. Oh, so we got a little bit of stuff here. I don't know who this is from. A giant fortress spanning continents has appeared in Ray class, containing mysteries and the incredible challenges. Discover what lies beyond its walls in a full content reveal. Okay. Okay. So I do think this is honestly probably hinting at the new endgame rework. I don't think this is the league mechanic. I could be wrong, but I definitely think this is a league mechanic. Like, maybe we'll start out, right, in the Infinite Atlas, maybe we'll have like a giant wall around it, and you kind of need to maybe go through potentially and defeat like maybe some bosses to set up fighting like a new pinnacle boss or something. I don't know how they'll do it, but maybe that'll kind of be how it's going to be for the new progression system. Do you guys have any theories on what it might potentially be? Return of the Rogers is crazy work. That's hilarious. That's that. No. I don't know. Yeah, the burning monolith is there, which I think kind of reinforces that this is the new endgame stuff and not like a league mechanic, since there's literally the burning monolith, right? Like directly and directly in the middle. I don't think you can have a new league mechanic if the burning monolith is there. Plus, this does look like the endgame mapping system with like the 3D model, right? This kind of does look like it with the mountains and stuff, different biomes maybe. And then maybe you have walls. I mean, this could just be a new biome potentially. Like, you know, to get into the burning monolith, maybe you have to do some stuff to open the doors. And then you do that, which will then lead you into the inner city and stuff. And maybe you have to defeat some more bosses or goals to get to the new pinnacle boss potentially. That could be a thing as well. But I think it's definitely heading towards endgame. Well, I don't think there's anything else in the trailer that we have seen that is going to warrant really quickly. Let me just make sure. Let me pull up the trailer again. I'll look through it like once or twice more just to make sure. If I can find it again, Jesus. There we go. Just to make sure there's nothing else in here. Statue leading up, the mini statues, and the giant tower of them being on top. The walls coming up. Burning monolith. Something else is around it, and then that's it. Now, obviously, we do get this Return of the Ancients, right, with this little cinematic here. I don't think you can really do a whole lot with this, though. I don't really think there's, you know, too much to go off of with this, to be honest. Doesn't really look like it. And then that's it. Yeah. So I definitely think that's hitting at endgame, with the Burning Monolith being in the middle of the city and stuff like that. Definitely think this is the new, like, endgame stuff that we're going to do. Maybe do Pinnacle Boss or the new structure of the Atlas. But for the other stuff, we're just going to have to wait until the game comes out. But alright, with that being said, we can go on PoE 2 and just do some mapping and stuff. I gotta go ahead and load the game up first, though. Hold on. There we go. Bum bum. But what are you guys thinking on the teaser trailer? Do you guys like what you've seen, at least? You guys think it's going to be a pretty good league, or what are you guys' thoughts? I know, obviously, probably you guys are upset that it's that late, obviously. But yes, the new league did get announced. It is dropping May 29th with full reveal on May... let me just go back. I believe May 7th. Yeah, so May 7th is full reveal with league launch May 29th. All we got was that teaser trailer with Return of the Ancients being kind of the word at the end, and I think that is hinting towards the new endgame stuff, as we've seen like the Burning Monolith in the middle and stuff like that. But beyond that, obviously, we have to wait to full reveal. They have said that they're going to do teasers leading up to the reveal, so maybe we'll get one today or Friday. Maybe they'll start doing it next week, since we just got the teaser revealed, you know, yesterday, but we'll see. It needs to be 2x as good as 0.4, though. Yeah, it's very late, Urban Ninja. I think it'll be 2 times as good as 0.4, because in 0.4 we got what? Druid? Fate of the Vow. And that was it, right? Nothing else. I think it's very easy to be better than that. Like, just having a full endgame rework makes it better than 0.4. There's DLC's The Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Jesus, I didn't see Nataha or that. I don't know about that. Yeah, Temple and Druid. Yeah, literally, all it has to do is have an endgame rework and it's better than 0.4. In terms of content-wise. At least in my opinion. Alright, Was Act 4 added in 0.3 or 0.4? It was added in 0.3. 0.3 Act 4, 0.4 Fate of the Vow and Druid, and then yeah, we have 0.5 upcoming. So my thoughts honestly are potentially a new act. I do think we're getting a new class with the endgame rework. Obviously, I'm hoping a banger league mechanic. I'm sure, like, you know, class rebalances and stuff like that, new legendaries or uniques, whatever you want to call them, etc. But I definitely think we're probably going to get a new class. I love how every expansion name is blank of the blank. Listen, they have a system and they stick to it, and I'm all for it. But yeah, it definitely is interesting. Like I said, I don't know, I feel like it would make sense for them to kind of release a class potentially with, I don't know, do you think that, because we're supposed to have 6 acts, right? 6 story acts. So I don't know, just say if there is one more league after this, I don't know, you guys think they'll release Act 5, Act 6, and then just 1.0 release it, right? Like December, like most people are thinking? Or do you think they'll do one more act now? With like, you know, the new stuff, then one more act at the end of the year to 1.0 release, right? Like, so everything's out. Well, my only thought of why they might do act now, act like later is because they've said that they don't consider all classes to be out to be a part of their like condition for 1.0 releasing, but they do consider all story acts to be a condition to a 1.0 release, right? For 1.0 release. So that's why I'm thinking, like, if they release an act now, then if they do want to do 1.0 release at the end of the year in December, you know, they could do that because it would be Act 6, and then they could just 1.0 release it in December with the new act being released. I need to buy more. Yeah, I think, what is it? Our projects? It's like a grand project. Interesting how it'd be if they combine towers and citadels. How interesting would it be if they combine towers and citadels? Because the teaser kind of looks like that to me. Or maybe taking a tower reveals a citadel and changes surrounding area. I mean, they could do something like that. I think it'll be more than that though. Because remember, we're getting a whole endgame rework, so I would hope that that also means the progression of the way we get our Atlas points and potentially maybe other stuff as well of how we actually access pinnacle bosses is different. So that's why I'm thinking that is probably tied into a new pinnacle boss, tied into something that is beyond maybe the, you know, Arbiter of Ash, something that, you know, is more than that, with like obviously towers having its own thing.
I'll post it right away.
Just...
What's new? It's done. I'll sort it.
Okay. I don't know if they'll squeeze one more league in before December. I don't know, because majority of people are saying that it's probably going to be another 6-month league with 0.5 because of just how long they've you know, took to release this. Plus they pushed it back into May, so they might do another 6 months and work on stuff, and then just 1.0 release it in December because they have Exile Con, you know, before that. So they might just try to get, like, you know, the acts ready and all that, maybe a new class or something, kind of work on it for 6 months, reveal like a month or two, because I forget when ExileCon is, right? Hey, in December we're having 1.0 release, all the rest of the story, all this is coming out, full reveal, like all this stuff then, you know what I'm saying? And then they have this giga mega content to release for 1.0. That's my kind of thought process of what they're probably going to do, which obviously does suck because nobody wants to wait another 6 months for a league, but if that's what they need to ensure, you know, that 1.0, if they do want to do that at the end of the year, is going to be what it needs to be for a 1.0 release, then, I mean, I'm not going to tell them not to, you know, do that. As for my sources, did you release the mini acts to gauge interest and are experimenting with new sort of like pick your adventure style before campaign? Sources my ass, by the way. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I remember like them saying that the mini acts are gonna get deleted. They might be brought back in, like, you know, content or something later on for maps or something like that, but they're gonna get removed once all story acts are out. And I don't think they would do that either. I think they're definitely sticking with acts. I think the endgame would run smoother if they did combine them and have the areas be larger, so it'd feel less tedious. I mean, I think towers in general are just a bad mechanic to have to run those, but if they were maybe more part of like an endgame thing, like you were saying, it would be a lot like better to run them. I don't even know what I'm rolling into. But I mean, again, we'll just have to wait and see on May 7th what they're thinking. Yep. Until I forgot, we need to, I think the map, because we don't have any, then we need to hit this. There you go. Honestly, I thought the league would come early May, not the end of it. I was expecting May 8th or at the very latest. Jesus, can't talk today. May 15th. But I don't know. I heard a lot of people saying like, oh, the league is probably not going to come to the end of May, you know, stuff like that, which a lot of more and more people were saying it as like the days went on. So I was kind of believing it more and more. And then also, I kind of forgot that, wait, Diablo's things coming out, you know, the new expansion, so they might also want to not try to directly compete with that, you know, just to give people time to kind of play it, and then that way there's really no new ARPG stuff coming out when they're releasing. And then I was like, yeah, kind of makes sense that potentially it could be later than what we think, and then lo and behold, it's end of May, which is literally like 1 month after D4. I'm not saying they did that, obviously, because of Diablo, but I'm sure it was also, you know, another reason on top of the other reasons to not release it at like May 15th. Or like May 8th. 282DB predicted it? They did predict it. You are not wrong. They did went ahead and said that it was going to be like basically later on. Now, we'll have to see, obviously, if it's going to be another 6-month league or not. They just need to get better communication, though, to be honest. Their communication is really bad. Because, like, they have these, you know, they're basically trying to commit to 4-month league cycles and stuff, and they have said, I believe, I don't know how long ago this was, but this might have been like 0.1 or something, or 0.2. They said that leagues are going to come based on time, not like, you know, how much content they have for a league, but obviously they've kind of flipped their head on that, so that's not the case anymore, which is kind of a dumb statement to say a little bit, because it's like, you know, if you don't have something ready, then obviously there's nothing to release, so makes sense to release on content, not time frames, but it's still like, you know, they're trying to commit to a cycle, but it seems like they're not really able to do that, both for PoE 1 or 2. So I think they just need to be more transparent with the community, to be honest. Because I don't think people are going to get mad at them, right, in any way, if they're just actually transparent. Like, hey, this is going to be an X amount of months for this league, or, you know, maybe we need to start doing 5-month cycles for a little bit until we can get stuff on track, you know, or something like that. Or maybe after 1.0 release of PoE, they can go back to 4 months, or something like that. You know, I don't know. They hired a new league communications, I believe, manager, whatever, but I don't know about a new thing. Yeah, but they did hire Kelly, which I think she just started working like 2 or 3 weeks ago or something like that, as the new lead communications manager. So we'll have to see, you know, going forward, obviously, how much more transparent they are, which could be a main reason why they hired her. But I do think we're getting either a new class or a new story act. I just can't tell which one. Obviously, I'd like to have both. Like, if they did a new story act with a new class, with a new endgame rework, and a new banger league mechanic, with obviously, like, balance changes, and new supports, new items and stuff, like, I definitely think that would, be justified in being, you know, basically 6 months. Alright, where's this boss at? Usually he's in the middle. There he is. Well, I mean, the league hasn't been revealed, so there is no hype to be felt. Now, after obviously the full reveal, if you still feel that way, then, you know, that's justified. But I feel like now we haven't even seen anything on the league besides, you know, potentially what a hint of the new endgame stuff might look like with that, like, wall and stuff like that in the Ancients. Well, nothing has been hard confirmed nor shown. Bum 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 bum. I don't think they are. I don't think they are. I mean, regardless, it's not dropping to the end of May, so even if they went ahead and showed something, just say, I don't know, the May 1st, right? I mean, you still have to wait like 3-4 weeks or whatever it is, 3 weeks until release. So I think they're just trying to potentially, you know, I don't know, not have a long wait from reveal to full release. Plus, they did say they're gonna have teasers and stuff leading up to the reveal, so I'm sure we'll see a lot more, right? Probably some teasers of the ancient stuff, maybe even 1 or 2 teasers of the maybe new league mechanic and other stuff like that. New items potentially might be teased as well. And then I'm sure we'll see a lot more teasers and a lot more stuff after full reveal leading up to the full release. And like I said, we'll have to see what the new league communication manager is about as well. See how like vocal she is with the community. Give me more maps. Give me more maps. There we go. Remember the time they released the League without Druid just because they couldn't get it on time? This feels like a step back. What do you mean a step back? In what way? Confused on that statement. Like, are you saying it's a step back because we're waiting longer than what we normally would have to wait for, and they should just release it regardless, even if they weren't ready with all the content? Is that what you're trying to say? I think, I mean, me personally, I think the reason why they're taking longer for this league and potentially maybe even for next league is because they are feeling like the content they're releasing for leagues are potentially not good enough or up to their standards. Because a majority of the time for our PoE 2 leagues, you're getting 1 to 2 things. You're getting a new chapter, a new league mechanic. You're getting a new class and you know, new league mechanic. You're getting a new, you know what I'm saying, 1 to 2 endgame things and a new league mechanic. Like, it's very you know, in PoE 1, it's like, well, you're getting a new league mechanic that's like this whole new endgame thing with passive trees and all you can corrupt items and change to this, and also you're getting this and all endgames that, like, it just is like 5 times more content than you are in PoE 2. So I think they're trying to actually make the content updates have a lot more content in them, and not just sit there and kind of waste time potentially of like releasing 1 to 2 things. So I think this, we're definitely going to get like I said, new endgame, new league, probably like a new class or a new story chapter, you know, maybe even both. Like, I think the content updates are going to be a lot more until we get to 1.0, and then I think 1.0 will go back to like 4-month cycles and stuff like that. And they should be able to do a lot more content just because they'll have everything out, right? Or should have majority of stuff out, so it should be a lot easier for them to start creating like crazy new interesting mechanics and stuff like that and really build upon them. Thank you, Ajax. Welcome, welcome. Well, for PoE 1 though, they've had, I mean, even the league mechanics is like 2 times the amount of content that you're getting in PoE 1 or PoE 2, sorry. Right? Like literally the new breach mechanic they released with the passage tree and all that, and then Foundborn corrupting, uniques, and then it's like, well, you also had new like, you know what I'm saying? Like new, like the content there is more than pretty much any league mechanic we've gotten in PoE 2. Like our mechanics are very simple, very to the point, not really a whole lot of crazy stuff going on. We haven't gotten an endgame shakeup in literally a year and a half, or really anything new added to endgame in forever. But I think they just want to get more content out, to be honest, which I'm fine for. Like I said, if we were getting 2 times the amount of content that we normally would get for waiting another 2 months, just say, I'm fine with doing that. I have no issue with doing that. Plus, it's not like there's things out there that, you know, can't play. I feel like this year especially, there's been so many good games that come out, both for ARPGs, RPGs, single-player games, multiplayer games. You know, like, there's so many good games. So it's like, it's not like there's just nothing. Everything's dog shit. Up. No one cares about the story. What we want is either endgame rework or more classes, items and stuff. Well, I mean, the story you need to have honestly completed, just for the lore of the game, to be honest, to build upon. Like, whether you like it or not, the story needs to be in place for other stuff to thrive. Plus, a lot of people do care, like all the casuals and stuff like that, that aren't the hardcore endgame, you know, Andes that are going to be sitting there grinding and putting, you know, hundreds of hours per season in. Obviously, enjoy the story and stuff like that to an extent. Now, obviously, once you play it a few times, sure, you might be like, I just want to get the endgame, but so you need to have the story in place for other systems to like be able to thrive. Whole conversation. I mean, about the first half hour of the stream, we basically went ahead and talked about like the teaser and looked into stuff and all that. So you should go back there if you want to look into it. Basically, what it seems like is they're teasing out a whole new endgame thing with the Return of the Ancients, and stuff like that, which looks interesting. We'll just try and keep it like this.
So, at the eve of the end, the demon of
if content means more weapons and more monsters, more bosses, more uniques, more maps, then sure. I would assume it would. I mean, those stuff aren't really hard to make if you think about it. You know, it's not like for uniques and stuff like that you have to do animations and all that. It's just like, you know, a new weapon that has effects. Now maybe it'll have a new skill, sure, but those should be able to be knocked out relatively pretty fast. The hard stuff is like new classes with all new animations that you got to rig for all the armors and all, right? Like that's the hard stuff.
Let's see you survive this.
Given the timeline, when do you think 1.0 would be? I heard speculation that it would be December if they kept the pace. From what it's looking like, it isn't going to be December. I think this is going to be another 6-month league, sadly. And they'll do with Exile Con, right? Which I forget when. I think it's like a month or something, or 2 months before December. They'll probably go ahead and reveal everything and be like, hey, 1.0 release is coming in December, and this is what we're having. And I think the reason why we're having longer cycles now is because they're trying to get more content out to prep for 1.0. So we've already got confirmation from the new lead communications manager that this update, this upcoming league for 0. or for PoE 2, sorry, is the biggest one they've ever had. So obviously I'm thinking that we're probably going to get a new class, maybe a new story chapter for the main story, as well as like the endgame rework, right? All that endgame Atlas progression reworked, all that good juicy stuff. New league mechanic, new items. All right, we need to go over there, which there is one there. Question is, we could hit that and then hit that and go over there, or we could do boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I think it's better to do this one. This guy bent stupid. You know, got to see what they do with the reveal, and we'll see what content is there. Like I said, if it is the case of where, hey, we don't have, just say it's the exact same amount of content we would get on a 4-month cycle, then yes, I think you guys are justified in being really mad. Right, we can go ahead and start flaming them, but I don't think there's any reason to be angry until we see what exactly is there. Like I said, if it's like 2 times the amount of content, then that's justified of it being like a 6-month cycle. And I'm fine with the next league being a 6-month cycle as well. Yeah, definitely Ajax. I mean, you got a lot of time. Not really, no, Ben. Like, we obviously know there's going to be new Ascendancy classes, right? And a new endgame rework, but beyond that, we don't know what else is coming. So everything else is just kind of speculation, obviously, but... I just don't know if they're going to try to do a new class and a new act, or one of, you know, like either or none of them. I don't know. Because I feel like if you don't have a new class or a new story act, and it's just the endgame rework with the league mechanic and new items, I feel like that is kind of like, you know, took an extra 2 months for that. You know, it's kind of like, huh. Unless, obviously, the endgame rework is absolutely bonker wild, and it makes sense that it's like, okay, this will take an extra 2 months to work on. But, I don't know. We'll definitely have to see. Definitely have to see. Rather be flaming and proven wrong than praising and proven wrong? I mean, I think either, I don't know. I think being negative, just to be negative, is never a good thing. I'd rather, you know, be positive and then, you know, be proven wrong than to be negative and then it's like, well, we don't have info on stuff, right? Like, because being negative does nothing in this world. I'm starting PoE 2. What's your suggestion for leveling or in general? I played PoE 1 and I'm feeling kind of slow. If you're trying to go quicker through campaign, then, you know, same thing on PoE 1. You try to minimize time in your town and stuff like that when you're looking at your stuff. And then just try to use the sprint as much as possible. So this way you can kind of zoom through areas with low pack density to get to the next area. If you're talking about like what build you should be running, I mean, there's a lot of good viable builds for story leveling. If you just want to super zoom, as of right now, could just do like grenade leveling with crossbow. But like bow leveling is fine. Their talisman leveling I think is pretty decent. Or like the new shapeshifting stuff that got introduced at 0.4. Let's just go up. Bro, stop teleporting me backwards, Jesus. Ben. I'd be part of the problem, Ben. You funny, Ben. Ah, there you go. Epic linked you a good thing if you're trying to speedrun through the story. Do, 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 do. Jesus, man. Man, sound like a main villain. Do, 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 do. Bum, bum, bum. I do wonder what the new lead mechanic will be. Wonder if it'll be like Delve or like Bestiary. I don't think it'll be a brand new one like it's not in PoE 1. I think it'll just be a PoE 1 mechanic brought over and then like, you know, kind of reworked to be different. Bump, 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 bump. And he has what seems to be a bit of an unconventional approach to leveling. I haven't watched all this stuff though. But I want Delve to be just as just the default in game. I mean, we'll see what they do if it is Delve. But who'd you link, by the way? Is this not Ergonomous? Is this Tai Tai? Oh, is this guy that dies? Got you. Interesting. I'll have to take a look at that later on. I haven't really watched any of his stuff. It's actually crazy though how quick people can like run through campaign, right? Like 2-3 hours or whatever for speedrunners they're through. Like that's absurd. Like that's insane. Pump, 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 pump. You can reach endgame in 45 minutes. Okay, calm down. This guy's crazy. He has the what do you call it? Man knows the glitch spots to like jump through hacks. He's like Mario, he goes down to the little pipes and pops up into like the next hack. Actually, we need a map, don't we? We don't have one. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, yeah, we're close. We are close. This actually links into there, right? It doesn't. Okay. So we're gonna need this one. But I am feeling like the campaign is becoming a bit long. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of agree with that. Definitely, like, you know, campaign is a little bit long, but I don't know. Because I felt like that way too in PoE 1. But I don't really feel like it anymore. I honestly think it's just because it just comes down to playtime, right? Like, it would be cool if they did incorporate some sort of maybe. I was gonna say have like a leveling thing in there, or like maybe it'll give you some tips to campaign quicker, or like a way to practice campaigns, like specific acts. But that, I don't know. I don't really think they need that in there, right? Many men, what's up, brother mans? How you doing today? Do you what you think about May 29th for the release date of the next league, Min? What's your thoughts on that? Min's usually a rational person. Grab you. I'm ready for some new skills and combos that come to the game, so here's hoping. Well, one good thing to look forward to potentially having a new class is the fact that their new communications manager said that this is the biggest expansion they've ever released. And I believe I've heard some people saying that is, like, she meant in PoE history. So if that's obviously the case, then this will be pretty insane. But at the very least, that it's the biggest one in PoE 2 for sure. So I'm definitely, like, expecting to have either a new campaign act or a new class on top of everything else. I just don't know which one it would be at this point. Too soon is crazy work. This man. This man wants to wait till next year. Now, if any of you are joining now and want to watch what I kind of went over in the teaser video and stuff like that and gave my thoughts of what it might be, it's like the first 20 minutes of the stream. We went over it. First like 20-30 minutes. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell because I play in the official launcher, man, and it doesn't, like, you know, give you time played. So I would have to go on every character I have and then do /played in game and then add up the days and hours and stuff like that. But I would think at least like over probably like, I don't know, a few thousand hours. What are you guys running for hours on PoE? You guys have over 1,000? Under 1,000? Yeah, PoE 2. On PoE 1, I think I have like 2.5 or something K hours, 3K hours, something like that.
Await your return.
You've got 4K hours on PoE too? Okay, okay. 300 hours? Okay, still respectable. I feel like over anything over like 250 is like really respectable. 0.1 and 0.2 is consumed the most. Yeah, I mean, definitely everything was new back then, so like you wanted to grind to figure everything out, right? Like obviously, you know, when they release new stuff, you grind to figure it all out and do that, but I'm hoping definitely this new 0.5 update will be kind of like 1.0 again. Like everybody's, you know, it'll kind of new, everybody will be trying to figure the new stuff out and be grinding it, have, you know, rather than just playing it for like 2 weeks and then just being like, all right, I've done everything. You hit 6,000 hours yesterday? Sheesh. Yeah, I think for PoE 2, I'm around like, I don't know, probably like 40-50k hours. Imagine. That's insane. I don't even know if that's mathematically possible. Hey, what's up, Yummy? I think I had 300 hours in 0.1. Sheesh. I had 100 hours on 0.2 and 250 on 0.4 because I kind of like the temple mechanic. Not because of the currency, but I like building it. I got you. I think he's phased. I can't remember. There we go. I was gonna say, I can't remember what percentage exactly he gets phased in. Hey, Legendary, thank you very much, man. Much appreciated. I'm keeping the game online though, even when I'm AFK. I feel like most people do that. I mean, I have done that, so for sure. Right, like I go eat some food or something, go take a shower, you know, and you come back, just leave the game up, start playing again. I mean, you have to play 3 hours every day since League launch to amass 4K hours. Since PoE 2 launch, I mean. Sheesh. And that's really not that much if you think about it. 3 hours every day, it's not really that much. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'd have to add all the hours up and like all days and all that on all my characters to figure out exactly how much time I've played. I have no clue. I'd assume me and Min have similar hours. Is there any more citadels to hit? We got one over here. Nice. Need more maps. Where's my maps at? There we go. Do. You guys have any ideas what your League starters might be? Like what your class you might be going for League start if there is no new class? Or are you guys waiting to see, you know, what the new sentences are and stuff like that?
The desert stands eternal. You will not.
You're gonna go bow for sure? Hell yeah, bow Andes. I think I'm definitely probably gonna go bow as well. If there's no new class with the new Ranger Ascendancy. I mean, you were basically gonna do the same thing, Yummy. Ritualist Talisman? Okay. Would you be rarity stacking with that, or? I'll wait to see the ascendancies and classes, but I really want to try a monk. What'd you do, Flicker Strike Monk? Oh, you would? Okay, Jax. Flicker Strike Monk always is fun. You low-key hope for an Amazon buff? I mean, Amazon I feel like is in a good state. Ritualist is really solid. Amazon is pretty decent right now. We just gotta hope that there's not a mega nerf, right? Like to everything this week. Or next week, I should say. I think leveling is majority the same. Like, probably run, like, you know, some sort of staff. Some sort of staff skill while leveling. Like, I don't actually know the staff skill is my name. But whatever the ice one is. Maybe you run Hollow Palm or something while leveling too. Nah, you're just gonna play as normal? Got you, legendary. Charge staff or something like that? Yeah, that's what it was, Ajax, you're right. Yeah, charge staff. I remember I leveled as one of those. I think it was charge staff, just literally hollow palm. It was like an alt leveling. It was pretty good. I got items on my league for my AMA on standard. Okay, okay. Urban Ninja, not right now, to be honest. Like, I'm at a point where my gear and all that, I literally don't even need snipe. Like, snipe is such an overkill, I don't ever need to use it. So I'm running around using Ice Shot just because it's quicker, you know? It's more, I guess you could say brain dead in a way. Because I don't need to, you know, use snipe and time it and just hold my left click in and they die. Because, like, snipe is doing so much damage, I could literally kill, like, 10 of those, Citadel bosses over again with one snipe. So I don't really ever need to do it. Or use it, I should say. No more Citadels? Oh, come on, give me a Citadel somewhere. Citadel here. Do we have access? I mean, we could do this one. This will like get to here, maybe. This doesn't lead in here, right? Just making sure. Nah, this goes to here and there. And maybe we'd better do that one because if we get this one, we hit. Where's it at? If we hit that one, that would cover to like there, and this would be like maybe 3 maps away or something like that. Maybe we could hit this one. We need more of the things though. How you doing, by the way, Ajax? Are you early game blasting?
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
Yes.
What's new? It's yours.
Okay. Oh, all these are not identified? Hold on.
Yes.
There we go. Bro, can I not get the glitch where I can't click on anything? Holy. We good? Okay, we're good. Holy. Jeez. Doing pretty good. I'm blasting, but slowly leveling. Not much to play lately. Not much time to play lately. I need more in on my character. You should be able to fix that with literally just like, if you can on the tree, or just pick like a ring or something up, you know? With cement. Actually, I need the maps. There we go. Yeah, I was going to go through the tree one more time, see if I can't find it. Otherwise, a ring is probably the answer. Yeah. I'm trying to remember. Do I have any in the tree? I think I do. I mean, yeah, F109. I'm trying to remember what I have it from. I think I just have it from a headhunter, to be honest. You know what? I played so many different RPGs, I don't even know how to open it. Yeah. Do you have a headhunter you're running right now, Ajax? If not, I can throw you one. I have like too many, to be honest. I have like 2 of them in my bank that I'm not even using. Yes, sir. Okay, if you have that on, you should be able to just throw int on the tree like I'm doing. Like, I have literally mainly int nodes. Some dex nodes, but it's mainly just all int. Right? And then the rest are dex. You get what you need. But yeah, I don't think I'm running any int anywhere else. Let's see, there's no attributes on there. There's dex on one ring. And strength on an AMI. But I don't think I need the extra strength. I'm trying to remember, but... yeah, you might actually have to pick a ring up for dex, though. Now that I'm thinking about it. That or int. Either one will work, right? And then you should be fine. Epic gave me one? Okay. I'm sure he did. He's a nice guy. Yeah, you should be fine. Like I said, worst case scenario, you just get a ring with it on. Like Dex or Ant or something like that, and then you just swap the nose on the tree. If you can't do it right now. Then you're good to go. But my plan for the rest of the week is tomorrow hop on, stream some more PoE. We might do some campaign practice. We'll see. And then maybe Saturday I might stream as well. Then we'll probably stream next week, majority PoE. And I think we'll probably be doing definitely some Diablo 4. Just trying out the expansion and stuff like that on there. And just kind of seeing what that all looks like. I don't know. I would like to get into a group for it. I might hit some people up just to see what they say. But I don't know. I don't know. Did you guys want me to try to get in a group? Or just run it solo? Or do you guys don't really give a fuck? What dropped over there? Oh, reliquary key? I guess we'll pick it up. I've never got anything good out of these, though. Well, actually, I think 0.3, I got a reverse hollow Widow Hail that I corrupted. And it hit at 300%, so I think that was the best thing I've ever got out of it. D4 hardcore. Yeah, chill, man. Chill. I'm trying to have fun. Well, I don't know how it's gonna be now. Considering from what I've seen, everybody's saying the game's mostly changed, at least with a new expansion and all that. So I don't know how the gear acquisition is gonna be. As I've heard, at least from some reviews I watched, people were saying like all like legendaries are hard to get and they're supposed to be more impactful now, and you're going to be running, you know, like rare gear until you get to the really late stages of the end game to start getting your legendary. So like, you know, I don't know how it'll be for all that junk, but who knows. It's that hardcore, bro. Everybody has a fascination with hardcore. You guys just like seeing people die and get mad.
Bloody fossil!
I know what's the wrong way. Or not, we'll find out though.
A clean kill.
If it's not here in like 2 seconds, we definitely went the wrong way. I think it's gonna be back here. It definitely is fun to watch. I don't know. So I can count the one. Oh yeah. There we go, nice person. Give me a map. There we go. Alright, now we should have everything open. Oh, we do have an Eye of the Storms. We can go ahead and run that as well. And, see if we can get, I believe you can get a Requiatus Flow from that, if I remember correctly. Let's see if we can shoot one of those. D4 was more hardcore friendly than PoE 2 will ever be, I think. I think, honestly, in general, like Diablo 4 and majority of other ARPGs are just more casual friendly and stuff like that. And more hardcore friendly than PoE. Like, I feel like PoE is definitely like 90% harder than every other ARPG on the market. Like, I don't really know what ARPG would be quote-unquote harder than PoE 2 or PoE 1 in terms of like difficulty and learning curve. Because like obviously Diablo 4 isn't, maybe like Diablo 2, like some old school, you know, ARPGs, but like newer ones, I don't think any of them are. And No Rest? Is No Rest really an ARPG though? I mean, I don't know. When I hear ARPGs, I think of like Diablo, PoE, that sort of, not like I don't know. I consider No Rest for the Wicked just like a third person, like, you know, like or a top down Dark Souls. Like I don't really picture it like Diablo PoE style game in that regard. I know like the action RPG term is just literally action RPG, like Elden Ring and all that's technically an action RPG, but I don't know if there's a different tag for like Path of Exile / you know, Diablo / Hero Siege games that are like this. I don't know if there's an actual tag for it that's specific to this genre, but never played Darksiders Genesis. PoE 2 performance is what makes it unplayable and hardcore for me. If they fix that, I'll switch. I mean, I haven't really had any performance issues. I guess maybe it's just my PC specs. But yeah. Is that the like top-down one, Min, or is that a different Darksiders game? Yeah, you're running a 3060? Yeah. I guess on the like 3060s and stuff, I might have a more difficult time. I'm playing on a 4080 Super, so I don't really have too many performance issues. Besides, like, the only time I really seen performance issues for me was when I was running like super juiced, a lot of like pack density breaches. That was really the only time I've seen that. Hey, we got the best thing in the game, chat. It's so good. It's the one that's RPG. All the other Darksiders are full 3D. Okay. Yeah, I've never played that one. Never even played any Darksiders. I think I played like Darksiders. Is there a 3? Is there Darksiders 3 or is there Darksiders 2? Played like one of them, but not like completed it. So, all right, let's go ahead. Yeah, I don't know. I forget which one I played. It's either 2 or 3 I played. Aren't they making a new Darksiders game?
Come on now, don't got all day.
You don't know? Okay, gotcha. Tried System Shock 2 Remaster. It was really good RPG experience. Huh. Never heard of that game.
You will have eternity.
Richard Studios long gone. Really? Oh, that sucks. Darksiders 4 August this year. Okay, I wasn't bugging. I was gonna say, I swear I heard something on a new Darksiders. So they are making more of them stuff. Whether it's the same team or not, you know, it might be different, but they're still making them at least. Okay. Get this out of my inventory, by the way. This thing's horrible. It's the same devs? Okay, bet. Who knows, maybe it'll be a banger. I don't know why I thought the path was back here when it's usually, you know, always just straight. Wait, it's gonna have co-op too? Okay, okay. They might be cooking, they might be cooking. Wait, it's already out? No, it's not out. What are you talking about? It's not out. Oh, okay, okay, I got you, man. Come on, unlock the stupid Vision of Paradise. Release is unknown. Oh. Well, hopefully it comes sometime. Showtime soon.
A worthy foe.
Uh-oh, I fell. But I'm good. Do 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 do.
Bet you lot think you're clever for this.
I don't think there's anything here, right, chat? Real quick, let me go back and make sure there's no, like... Yeah, there was nothing to do. Okay. I wasn't bugging. Where do we gotta go? Where's the one? This one. It's the one? Okay. Let's go over here a little bit. Do 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 do. Can't wait to do some proper restart testing whenever they actually want to go ahead and reveal everything, and then, you know, we can start doing it. Figure out what we're doing, what class we're playing. Bump, bump.
To regret your intrusion. Rend your
Bump, 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 bump.
A worthy foe.
Bump, 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 bump. Alright, we ran it through circle, chat. Nice.
I stand ready.
No, I don't think it's down here. Nah.
For the Savior! For the Savior!
Is it up here? There it is. Jesus. You're running every wrong direction possible. Jump on down here, mister. I'm gonna cut your head off. Blah, 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 blah. Bump. Bump, 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 bump. Okay. That's crazy, man. That's crazy that you would say that. That's the worst way to go right there. Worst way to go right there.
Eternity to regret your intrusion here.
I got the divine. Nice. Hey, and we got the Karui beacon. And the Karui beacon. Alright, so now we have access to that. We need to get a what is it called? It's a Vision of Paradise? Yes, we need a Vision of Paradise. Why is everything in Val Orbs now? Fuck. Why's everything in Val Orbs, chat? Is that the new currency to trade with, Val Orbs now?
I'll post it right away. What's new? Have an order? Oh, nice choice.
Alright, we can run it. See if we can get a rock me out of slow. Rockyada's flow. Okay.
Guide you home. That was almost a challenge.
I don't know if I'm gonna run through this just because I don't want to trip and die. Boom, 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 boom. Do. All right, here we go. Okay, you should be, I think, phased. Yeah, phased.
I must be stronger.
Who, man? I'm confused. Oh, is it song lyrics?
This outsider challenges our way. Aid me, ancestors. Let them know
The lyrics? Okay, okay. Thought you were talking about me for a second. I was gonna be like, nah, I'm just like tired today. Yo, stop swinging for me, chill. There you go. Just one of those days for some reason, right? You just like, or just tired for some reason.
What? Why do you reject me? All I have done in your honor. So be it. I will save my people myself.
Nah. I do not partake in the devil's lettuce, as they say.
The power of the ancestors is mine.
Back off of those. Yeah, comes madness, which I don't think sells for anything. Unless I believe it doesn't. Just call it weed, bro. That's not what it is, though. Nobody says, you know, weed. It's either devil's lettuce, ganja. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man.
Free to explore this vast world, yet in your
That was almost a challenge.
Listen, man. You don't call it that? What do you call it? You call it the new kids lingo? He's on a new age drug lingo. Why is there so many people in this house? Holy. Avidity! What's up, Avidity? How you been? Oh my god, I tripped. Don't die. Don't die. Roll, motherfucker, roll! Oh, we're good. Tripping is... They need to put wet floor signs. Low key. Where's my wet floor signs? Okay, you should be phased. No, no, I'm gonna die. I can't do anything. Nah, this is some bullshit. I'm character screening out. That is some hot dog shit. I literally can't. I literally can't attack. Oh my god, I can't attack, chat. Don't. Okay, they can't hit me on the ground. Holy shit.
Need to get after him.
Okay. Oh my. I was gonna freak out. All right. You know what? We're ending this. Nah. No more delirium. Delirium is absolutely worse on this map. No more delirium. No more delirium on this map. Hell no.
I'll put you down.
Can you get phased already? Nobody says excuse me, sir. Okay. Okay, now you're getting to like the 90s, bro. Like nobody's in a suit and tie saying excuse me, sir. Okay. I used to be a lightweight man. I'm fat. Usually what happens is, you know, when you eat and you just don't really exercise as much. Oh my god, we get nothing out of that. I'm so annoyed. Do. I never said doobie. I said devil's lettuce, actually. So that's not true. That's not true, man. That's not true. I know plenty of people who say it. It's mostly cops and stuff, but you get what I'm saying. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Bro. We could maybe tower chain. We could tower chain. It's tower chain. What if non-stone is... I mean, yeah. I mean, honestly, a lot of my friends though do smoke like hookah and shit. But I don't really do any of that shit. I'm a weird one of the bunch. I don't do none of that. I don't do none of that.
Up for another hunt, are ya?
I don't know what you just said, but I'm sure you're right. Never heard of shisha. Sounds like a tongue twister. You know, like Sally picked shisha by the seashore or something, you know, I don't know. Oh, it's a type of tobacco? Okay.
What is it? These are our supplies. Indeed.
Alright, let me do that. We'll chain this one. Are we at the end of the song? Or does this song literally just have like 0 lyrics in it? No, we're at the beginning. It's either a very slow intro or just no lyrics. There's a whale in it though.
More coming out of the water.
Corruption altar. How about no? How about no? Alright, here comes the lyrics. Any minute now they're gonna kick in, chat. We're only halfway done with the song. Well, that's why it's like a 7-minute song. That's why it's a 3-minute intro. Huh? We're gonna have to suddenly do some maps to get there. There we go.
Bring it on. Oh, these guys played in the Olympics? Really? Interesting. When did this happen? Like early 2000s or something? Oh, a couple years ago. Huh. Interesting. Must have missed that Olympic, whatever they played.
A clean kill.
They're French? Well, I would not have guessed that. To be honest with you, they do not sound French at all. Alright, where the hell's this boss at? Okay, we gotta go up. That's annoying. One second, let me just check on this one thing. Check on this one thing. Alright, we're gonna go. They're playing on balconies of an old building. Sheesh, okay. That sounds cool, though.
Exile. A clean kill.
Do, 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 do. Oh yeah. We're close to the Citadel. We got what? This map, maybe one more, and then we're there. Either up or down, I can't remember exactly which way. I think it's down.
A clean kill.
Okay, what do we learn, Chad? That it's up, I guess. There we go. Alright, we should be there. Okay, one more map. And then we're there. Nope, 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 game, nope. Game, stop it. There we go. And then we're there. Don't you dare die. Mother suck. Are them wet floor signs at, man? I'm tripping all over the place. Okay, so this was the wrong way. Unless the way is to the right. No, it's not. There's the boss. Incredible. Another divine. Yeah. Alright, Citadel time. Shit-a-deal. Shit-a-deal. You can't vision a paradise as citadels, can you? I don't think so, right? And there's no way you can do two citadels, right? Like, vision of paradise, completed, then complete it again.
New sensitive tip. The hunt begins.
Oh, I've just seen him, and really, you can? And you can complete them twice in a row?
That was almost a challenge.
Yeah, I've done all the time. Plus, if you use rare ones, okay. Oh, you can get up. You can get 6 TP and high wasted drops. Really? Okay. Okay, he's phased. Sit here and wait 100 years. Gotta start doing that then. Yeah, I didn't even know you could do that. I figured it wouldn't be a thing where like you can't do it because you know doing 2 citadels in a row like that. It's basically double the amount of citadels you can do. I didn't even know you could. Alright, alright. I'm going for that to make sure I have a few of them in the back pocket. In the back pocket.
With the beast. Go. I don't have time for this. Sand. Bend to my will. Impede my
there we go. Yeah, I did a bit of experimenting, and personally, I find it the best way to do crit. Found it the best way to do crit. To do citadels. To do citadels. Not crit, citadels. My bad. I got you though. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna go stretch the legs. I'll be back in like a minute or 2. All right, I'm back. That is just this. Okay, I thought this didn't connect for a second. I was gonna be like, "Bruh, you're gonna maybe go all the way down," but it connects. I was going to cry. I was going to cry. Pum, 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 pum. So what are you guys planning on doing until May 29th? We got about, what, a month? More than a month of waiting. So what's your guys' plans? Any, like, upcoming games you guys gonna be playing? Any new, you know, leagues or expansions on your games that are coming out before then you'll be checking out? RuneScape, okay. Like, old school RuneScape? Because isn't there, like, a new RuneScape or something? You're playing Ars too? Got you. I guess just straight back. Where's that boss? That boss in the window. Mamaya. Or 3, I don't know what it is or not. I think it's between 2 and 3 right now because they're doing tons of changes and updates. Oh, well, that's cool. I forgot the Diablo 4 thing is on their live stream talking about the new update and stuff like that. Would you guys want to watch that, or do you guys not really give a fuck about that? Diablo 4, I believe they're having their like campfire chat or whatever, and I think they're talking about like the new, you know, expansion, whatever they're talking about on it. I think they might be showing some more stuff off on it or stuff like that. We could throw it up and watch it, you know, see what they're talking about. Like I said, I'm pretty set on trying out Diablo 4's new shit since it's gonna be a while, right? A month before we get anything, well, before we can get our hands on 0.5. But I don't know if you guys care about that live stream or not. Three more years, Jesus. By that point, you're gonna have like PoE 3 out. Well, different times. Plus, I'm sure their team is smaller. I would hope it doesn't take 5 years for Diablo 4 to finally find its footing. That'd be insane. Isn't there one over here? Chat, didn't we see a... Oh, there's a citadel. I was gonna say, we seen a citadel somewhere. Where the hell did it go? What's up here? D3 is really good. D3 is really good. I haven't fought this boss in a bit. That's one thing I kind of hope they bring back in 0.5, a way to like maybe favorite maps and have like specific layouts show up more often maybe. I feel like that would be nice. Like they have in, you know, PoE 1. We missed the ballista! Everyone run! Ballista, boom. Get destroyed, ballista. Boom. Get destroyed, ballista. Boom! Well, that's supposedly supposed to be fixed in the new stuff that they're bringing. But again, who knows? I haven't played it, right? It's supposed to be a lot more build diversity with like all the skill trees being changed and all this new introductions and uniques and all that being changed and charm sets and all this other junk. But who knows? I thought, is it down right? Or is it down left? Is it up right? Boulder Cane and Shred NATO Druid. Boulder Cane. Never heard of Boulder Cane Druid. Heard of Shred NATO. Might be up here to the left. Good frozen loser. Oh my god, so teleport me. Chill. Oh my goodness, I forgot to do the thing. I forgot to do the thing.
A clean kill.
Well, from what I hear, I think the legendaries and uniques are supposed to be harder to get this time around with their new shit that they're bringing in. I think it reworks the gear progression. But again, I haven't really fully looked into it. I've just skimmed through like 1 or 2 videos, so I'm not 100% sure on that.
You cannot stop us.
I think they're bringing a ladder in for D4 now. I think. I don't know. We'll see how dog it is. I'll be your guys' guinea pig. I'll play it. I'll let you know how dog it is. Swords confirmed. Look. He has it. Swords confirmed. All right, we gotta go to this. I got you, Epic. HS. I'll let you guys know how bad or good it is. I'll drop the money. Because I think another thing too, I think the like new class systems and maybe the new endgame stuff, I think is all free. I think the expansion increases the level cap, it gives you the new area and classes, but I don't know if it gives you anything more. But yeah, I'm planning on getting the DLC. So I'll let you guys know how dog or good the new Diablo is. And then you guys can still tell me after. Even if I say it's good, you're gonna be like, oh no, no, it's still dog, I'm not getting it. Fuck you. At least that's what Ben will say. I'm like, Ben, it's not that bad. No, it's still horrible, I'm not getting it. Where the hell is... There we go. Expansions unlock areas and class story. Yeah. Watching the D4 dev stream, they're cooking good. Are they yummy? Yeah, I'm definitely hopping in on day one. I'll be getting the DLC. We'll be doing a live stream of it and all that, and we'll see how it is. From my understanding, the expansion also gives you the previous one as well. Yeah, it does. I believe it has everything based into it. It gives you the previous and the newest one. I know the $60 one, I think, gives you all that. I think the $40 one is just the new DLC. The $60, I believe, is the first and second plus base game, I think. But what are they saying, Yummy, and the D4 dev stream? What's like been the cliff notes? You know, anything like new? Like what have you figured out on the dev stream that's like, yeah, this is looking good? Everything, it's huge. Stop it. You're getting me too hyped, Yummy. $82 is on PS5? Hell yeah. $40 gets you the expansion in the last one as well, Vessel of Hatred. The higher tier packages get you more cosmetics and silver. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, yeah. That's actually kind of reasonable. Like, $40 for the base game plus 2 expansions, I feel like is really reasonable. It's like, oh, not sure if it includes the base game. $40 for me to get both expansions. Okay, so $40 is maybe both expansions, and 60 is both expansions plus base game and maybe some other cosmetics. That's not the worst then. If it 40, it would be like really good for all three. But I mean, still 2 expansions I guess isn't the worst. $60 is not base. So what is the base game plus double expansions? I mean, I have base games. It doesn't affect me, but I was just wondering for you guys. Itemization looks a lot better. You can influence everything on the new stuff. Oh, really? Okay. That seems really good. Have they mentioned anything on like what the new season mechanic is going to be, or is there not going to be one since like they've reworked everything and they didn't like have maybe time for it? Okay, so there's no new season mechanic with like everything else. It's just everything's reworked and stuff. Got you. I'm fine with that because I mean everything is looking, you know, looking for endgame stuff to be like almost different. Hit tower bosses. Oh, okay. Oh, you can't, Min? Got you. Got you. So when does, real quick, when does it come out? Release is April 26th. No. Oh, they're showing it on stream. New York, 7 p.m. EDT, April 27th. Oh, so 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. 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 And then you can pre-download today at 4 p.m. Okay. I have it just pulled up on the second monitor. While we're go ahead and grinding right now. For a second. Alright, let's not fuck this one up though. Let's put the actual tablet in there. You can modify pits to get ambushed by Gregor, for example. Mid-dungeon. All monsters randomized, which is slot. Hell yeah, okay, that's good. Okay, $40 is based, and maybe $60 is all three, maybe. At least that would make sense to me, right? Okay. So you can pre-download today. You can, I believe it's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jesus Christ. The 27th, April 27th. Okay. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. I mean, fuck it. We'll have to have a late stream then that day. I don't think I have anything to do. I have to like double check that. Just have to have a late stream that day. There's no bundle, but are you sure? I swear I read somewhere that there's a bundle of base game plus double expansions. You can buy Diablo, Fanta, and Trolley jellies. Oh god. 70 for D4 plus buff expansions. Okay. And then 40 is for both expansions, but no base game. Was that what you're saying? So you saved $10. I mean, okay. Low-key, they should have done 60, to be honest. I feel like that would have been a better thing. It'd give more incentive for people. Like $20 off if you buy everything bundled. But it's Blizzard, so I mean, whatever. You probably honestly could try to find like the base game key cheaper than that, and you might save another like $5 or something. I don't know. I don't really know what base game would be like on like, you know, going to like G2A or something like that, right? But yeah, it's Blizzard though. What can you expect? But I mean, at least for the double expansions, I don't think $40 is bad. If that's what they are. Yeah, 40 for both expansions. That's reasonable. 70, I feel like 60 would be better, but eh. Base game D4 is 40? Jesus! If you're on console, D4 is free. If you have Game Pass or PS Extra, got you. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have it. I believe I have it on BattleNet. Because I remember when it first came out, I was really hyped. I believe I bought the most expensive edition of it. And was kind of underwhelmed. So I definitely have it on BattleNet. Okay. But I mean, I haven't really heard anything bad about this one. I mean, then again, you know how it is with reviewers, you know. A lot of them are biased, so you can't really trust them. So, like I said, I'll be guinea pig. I'll let you guys know if it's worth your money or not. And we need what? Vision of Paradise? Yeah. Well, my things with game reviewers is a lot of the times, yeah, they are casuals. So if a game is hard, like you were saying, if the like Elden Ring and other stuff, like they don't get through a whole lot of it, or they'll complain that maybe difficulty is too hard, that'll lower the points down, you know, etc. But my whole thing is a lot of the times they're very biased. Like if they get flown out, or they get their hotel paid, or they get, you know, exclusive access to play the game, like that influences their review a lot later on. So they're very biased and all that, depending on how the company does treat them with other stuff too. So it's like, it's very hard to get a very honest reviewer that is like going to tell you for what it is without being some sort of influence by said company. Do we need Vision of Paradise? Yeah, Visions of Paradise. That's my issue with reviewers. So a lot of the times I look at live streams and other stuff like that, and we'll play the game for myself. And it's nice too to have it on Steam, and if you don't like it within 2 hours, just refund it too. So it's nice for that as well. Okay, so you said you were on what, tablets in here for increasing on what, Waystone drop chance? Like increase, you know, stuff like that, increase quantity of Waystone found. Is that what you do? You just run Waystone shit? Now we have a double increased quantity of Waystone. Let's not do Abyss here, because I just don't want to cock myself with Abyss. We'll just do double irrigated, that's all we need to do. Yeah, it's fine. We'll do this. Boom, boom, boom with that. And we'll see how this goes. Yeah, man. Outer Ring was praised by reviewers, not a good example. Yeah, but you get what I mean though about that. You guys get what I meant though. It was a bad example, but you understood the basis. Or at least I hope you did. Run this one. Yeah, I've played Elden Ring. I've beat it. I've done all that. I've beat the new DLC, killed Concert Radon, did all that. I've done a few co-op playthroughs too with friends. I'm not the best at the game, obviously. It took me a while for Concert Radon, but yeah, I beat the game. It is a really good game. My guy is humping the wall. Interesting.
Need mana.
Battle Tetris so addictive. I don't think I've ever played Battle Tetris. The reviewers are couldn't pass the tutorial on Cuphead. Yeah, that would be a better example, man. You're right. Consort cooked my ass for a solid while. Yeah, me too. Because I remember me and a friend were doing like a side-by-side playthrough, right? And I remember him specifically saying like, oh yeah, like, because we both got to him, I got off and got on the next day. And then it took me like, I don't know, a few hours to kill him. And I specifically remember him being like, oh yeah, I like killed him in like on my second or third try. And I was like, no way. And then this dude was lying out his ass. Like 2 days later, he told me like, nah, it took him literally like 8 hours to kill him. I was like, really? Like that's my type of friends right there. Makes me feel like shit for taking a few hours, and then here he takes double my time to kill him. Hey, what's up, Cozy? How you doing? Alright, so we don't want to be near him. There we go. Should be phased. Yeah, he's phased. Man, the music of Consort Dawn is probably the best, single best video game music. I haven't heard enough video game music to really know, to be honest, or played enough single player games, but it was really good. Took you an hour, maybe? Oh my god, man. Okay.
I don't have time for this. Sands, bend to my will. Impede my enemies.
Ah! I knew we were gonna die. Fudge. That was so annoying, bro. I hate that attack that he does. It does so much fucking damage.
Go on.
That was annoying. I went through your older videos on YouTube and saw you played Armored Core 6 and Lords of the Fallen. I played the original Lords of the Fallen for a bit, but never completed it. I never got the new one. I have it, Armored Core 6, but only completed like one mission though. Yeah, that's when I first started, was I believe on, I think it was on Armored Core. Or was it Lords of the Fallen in Armored Core? I can't remember, it's a little hazy, but yeah, it was, definitely enjoyed both of those games. I'm thinking about playing the new Lords of the Fallen when it comes out. And then Armored Core was just amazing. Ugh, man. There's not enough mech games out there, dude. Like, they were such a prominent feature, like, in the early, like, 2010s and stuff with all the Armored Cores, and then it just... They started making, obviously, Dark Souls, and they pivoted. But, man, Armored Core is such a good game. Yeah, they're making a new one, Ajax. Lords of the new Lords of the Fallen. Alright, well that's annoying we died there. Do 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 do. Well, let's do a splinter run. I played the OG Armored Cores back in the day as a kid. The Peaceful and Pizza Hut demo discs were fun. I only played one of them back in the day. I forget which one it was. I think it was definitely one of the later ones, like Armor Core 4 or 5 or something I played. And that was like the only one I played. But I like played the fuck out of it. There is a new Lords of the Fallen that came out like, I don't know, 2-3 years ago or something. It's definitely been a few years since it came out. But they're making a new one. Yeah, the first one was fun, but a bit basic. The newer one they had was good, but definitely had flaws in it. But the new one is supposed to be a step up in every way, and it like from what we have seen so far on it, it looks pretty decent. It looks pretty good. Never heard of Kingsfield. Yeah, let's run a Zush. Do 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 do. 36 divines for one attempt. This is extortion. Holy shart. All right, this has to be wrong. This has to be wrong. Has to be wrong. Hold on. Has to be wrong, chat. Has to be wrong. Hold on. We need 150. Okay, I mean, still 22 divines is just absurd. What is this economy? Is this just to replicate real life or something? What's going on here? What the hell happened? Aren't they making a Bloodborne movie, or am I bugging? Yeah, I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard something about a Bloodborne movie. I don't think I ever beat Bloodborne. I remember playing it, but I don't ever remember like getting and actually fully beating it. But I don't have a PlayStation anymore, so I don't think it's on PC, right? PlayStation exclusive, damn. Doesn't Sony hold the control of that for Bloodborne? Am I bugging? It's all pattern recognition, but the combat itself is fantastic. Yeah, the combat definitely was really good. Yeah, okay, I was right. Sony does own the rights, yeah. Well, the thing is, yeah, I don't know. They did do God of War to PC, but I don't know if they're doing it anymore because I'm pretty sure they said somewhere that they're not doing any more like PlayStation exclusives to PC, like going forward. Which I don't know if that was true or not, but it does sound like Sony. So
Go on. Choose what you need. A useful indeed.
there we go. No, it for sure is, Ben. It definitely is, but it does suck that that's, you know. And I think also another reason is a lot of the new consoles, like Xbox's console, is going to be able to play Steam library games. And then you have Steam's like kind of console they're releasing. So it's like if Sony's exclusives were coming to PC, just say even a year after, it's still like, you know, people might be influenced by not doing that or buying PlayStation consoles because they're on Steam. So that's probably another factor of why they like kind of pulled at least their new exclusives going forward away from PC.
A clean kill.
Bum 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 bum. Finding fixes, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, Sony is a little bit interesting. I don't really like Sony. Well, we got a 3 exceptional like socket staff. Yeah, I agree with that, Ben. It's usually management and stuff like that that kind of fuck over everything.
Simple that.
Did I just go through the same one we just went through, chat? I just did. Do-do-do-do-do. Alright, we're gonna try this again, chat. This time, hopefully I don't suck. We need a... is it Vision? I think it's Vision, right? Vision of Paradise. Dang, you're part of a corporation, Ajax? Never thought I would see the day, man.
All right, your order is registered. Have an order? Oh, it's you. It's done. I'll sort it.
Speed.
Hey, Jax. I was part of a corporation. I got fined $4 billion, and I think around 2023. Holy smokes. I got the most important position. Customer, true, you're not wrong. It was 1.1 billion? That's still insane. What the? That's crazy.
That was almost a challenge.
The hunter becomes the hunted. Where's the stupid boss at, man? It's not right. Then it must be left. Bro, I haven't had an Arizona tea is like forever, dude. Oh my god, I almost just died because I ran out of mana. That would have been bad, chat. I would actually cried and probably ended stream. Bro, can I find the boss? Holy.
Good timing. The spirit is
There we go. Holy.
So, at the eve of the end, the demon of
You may have an unhealthy addiction to them. Jesus. I mean, they were really good, but I haven't had one in years. Then I'm gonna freeze. Anytime he wants to hit a freeze, oh, he's phase started.
save my people.
Near the force feedback, you have a controllers now? That was his tech? Oh my god, did he win the settlement? Please just freeze him, thank you. They won? Hell yeah. But you're rich, man, is what you're saying. You're super rich is what you're saying. Like, wealthy rich. Like Jeff Bezos rich is what you're saying. Dang, he worked on other stuff? I thought you were gonna like fly us all out. And we could have like a little like land house going on. We'll set something up. Nah. Now I'm disappointed, man.
Proof of my prowess.
Do 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 do. Alright, bro. Can I stop being teleported backwards about 100 years in the past, please? Please, game. Somehow missed the works for a company that's sued part. That'd be cool, low key, to have like a little house and have like a bunch of streamers there to like grind the launch of like PoE or something like that, like a game. I'm sure it's been done before, but
So, at the eve of the end, we deemed
like a streamer bot farm? What?
finally come.
How'd you get that out of what I just said?
My mana's gone.
I can't give up. I must save my people.
The place command does that for each COD, lol. Well, I know that, yeah, but I was like more saying for like, I guess, taking that idea, but for like non-CODs.
Face me like a man.
Burn to ash.
Yeah, chill, 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 chill. There we go. Yo, can you get out of here? You're not the main character, right? So if Elon asked you to boost his account, would you do it? Doesn't he already do that? Didn't he already say, like, isn't this already established? Then he literally came out, played PoE, said he played it, didn't know what he was doing, and then never came back? Is this already established? If he asked you, I mean, I can give him one follower. It's about all I can do. I know my boy Ajax would, you know, back me and hit a follow on him. So it'd be 2 people. I could boost them 2 followers. He showed us how he sucks. Mm-mm-mm. Thought he got Gregor, but not on his own. I mean, I think the issue is he made it out like he grinded his full account, like, and had 0 help, but in reality, he didn't even know what he was doing. Like, somebody was playing on his account for him, and he literally just took over. Because, like, he came in and was saying he got, like, gear that literally you only get through a certain, you know, way. I forget exactly what it was, but he was saying that he got to drop, like, literally an early map / campaign or whatever it was, and it's like, that's not even how you get that gear. It doesn't even drop from that. So it's just like, he was just lying out his ass, basically, to make him sound, for whatever reason, I guess, colder, or like, AI game 2 or something. I don't know. No, pretty much on the most no life RPG community. Facts. I didn't watch any of the streams. I just seen the clips after. He died, got past the tutorial boss once, and died to devour. No, that's hilarious. I didn't see that one. I need to see that stream. That has to be somewhere, right? Hold on. If I Google Elon. Hold on. Elon Musk. YouTube hardcore. Hold on. Alright, where's sometimes the tutorial boss? Hold on. Where was it? I mean, the only thing I found is this. That's the only thing I found so far. What's up, Nostradamus? What is he doing? Is he basic attacking? What the hell is he doing? No, that shit is hilarious. Loki, he's playing like Ben in the cut. Yeah, that's a Ben play right there. Ah! Nah, that's hilarious. Hilarious. He's also listening to his ex's music. What the hell? Alright, do we have anything? I mean, we have that. We'd have to path all the way there, which is annoying. Nothing up there unless we path here, but again, it wouldn't reach. One there, we'd have to path, no towers. I cannot wait for this thing. Hopefully it's better in 0.5. Amount of pop and loading and like jitter freezing and shit that this does, because the map is just infinite, is so annoying. Yeah, they definitely didn't, Ben. I don't... Like, it's cool, but, like, bro, doing this the whole time to get down, like, look at this. We'll start from here, right? Just say I'm up here. And it's like, wait, there's a map at the bottom, I remember, right? Look at this. Hold on. Let's see how long it takes to get down. I cannot click on shit. Holy fudge! Alright, we'll try it again. We'll get to the map one day, chat. Alright, this is the map we want to do. Like, bruh, kill me. Apparently he made it to Red Veil in the later stream. Really? Oh wow, he leveled up. He leveled up, chat. Let me look at something real quick, chat. One sec. Alright. If he started off like this, people would more have been receptive of him. Yeah. I can't find the one of him dying to the tutorial boss over and over again. Yeah, that's what I was trying to look for, but I couldn't find it. Let me see. What's this one? No, this one is comedy. Hold on. You guys gotta watch this one. This one is straight up comedy. Hear this one. And that's a Starlink internet. I believe he's playing this from his plane, wasn't he? That was his whole thing, like Starlink can play anywhere. He just loses a connection with Starlink. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, man. Nah, Elon's a clown. Elon is a clown. Elon is a clown. Don't tell me I'm dead. We're good. All right. Bump, bump, bump. That would be a dead end. Alright, we got another Citadel. Another shitty deal, another shitty deal. Trying it.
That's Gorilla the Ogre.
Okay, here we go. Give me. Do do do.
You cannot stop us. We will take the power that we deserve.
Go on then.
Right, we'll make sure we don't want to be near him. There he goes, phased. There he gets unfrozen. Again, don't be near him just because he's going to do a sweeping attack. He'll be far away. There we go. Bump, 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 bump. Alright. So much money as we have made. The vines, we want to sell you. We have 6 of you. That's 183
All right,
divines.
your order is registered.
We have 2 of you. That's 46 divines. We have 3 of you. Total of 63 divines. And then we have another. Okay, 2 of you, I guess.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
Okay, not bad. Not bad. Probably, I think we made what? Probably close to 300 divines off that. Not bad. Not bad little run today. Not bad, not bad. Do 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 do. Campaign testing. We might be back. Might stream also Saturday, and then we'll be probably looking into some PoE / Diablo for next week. Definitely on the 27th we'll be doing that. Probably do a later stream in the day. We'll see, you know, exactly what happens or what we're doing, but yeah, something like that. Unless something comes up, obviously, is what I'm thinking next week as well.
Go on.
And then again, if you guys, you know, want to see what I was saying with the deep dive on the teaser and like my thoughts and stuff and what some people in the community were saying it could possibly lead to with the teaser trailer we got for 0.5, that was the first like 20-30 minutes of the stream, so you can just go back in there and watch that. But that's all the time I got for today. I gotta go do some stuff. Like I said, we will be back tomorrow around 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What's a temporalis cost? I have no clue. I have no clue. Let me check for you real quick. I got you. The game is still up. This is a perfect outro song too. It costs 3 mirrors. Base is 3 mirrors. So I don't even know if I'd have enough. 3 mirrors is like what, 10,000 or something plus the vines. I'm not even a 3K.
Check back soon.
So I don't know. But yeah, we'll be back around 12 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So I hope to see you guys there with us then. As always, thank you guys for the follows and stuff like that on Twitch and the subs on YouTube. We're going to be ramping up with videos, more, you know, like shorts and stuff like that. I posted our first one yesterday, and stuff like that, gearing up towards 0.5. And I might even do some Diablo stuff. We'll see as well. It depends on how much I like the game. But yeah, have a great rest of your day, guys. And hope to see you guys back with us tomorrow. Peace out, everybody.